aura clearing reading for peace comes to you now. Very direct code name that came in. So I actually haven't surrounded us in light yet because the code name came in so quickly that I didn't even have time to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and surround us in light in a second, but this is odd. This never happens before a reading, but actually the last couple of days, I've had this energy that I just keep feeling, just here and there all of a sudden. And another reason this is really odd isn't just because I don't normally feel an energy like that before a reading. That happens when I go into the reading. The only times when I might feel a guide or something is if I'm looking at someone's email and I'm reading it. Then I might feel an energy. But if I'm just around my house or something, I don't feel any energies like that. And I've pretty much learned to close off to that really well. But in this case, I've had this energy just kind of around for a couple of days before I actually got to do the reading. And this feels like, it feels like a father kind of energy. It could be a grandfather, but I want to say it feels like a father. And the other reason that this is kind of odd is I'm sure your daughter will tell you, if she hasn't already, I'm a guide medium. That means I speak to people's guides. I don't speak to crossed over loved ones. I'm a medium, so I could do that, but I never developed that. I was never drawn to that. So anyway, this is different, but that is an energy that I've been feeling coming in. So I'm going to go ahead and surround us in light, but I just want to go ahead and wanted to go ahead and acknowledge this energy that keeps kind of persistently coming in before I surround us. Okay, so I'm going to start with my Shattuckite. This is a clairvoyant stone. It's very good for grounding, but it's also useful for third eye and crown chakra. Okay, so I'll go ahead and start by surrounding myself in positive energy, and then I'm going to surround you. It's just a visualization that I'm doing. And this is just for protection at the beginning of the reading and all through the reading, just to protect the space. And I also surround my room in positive energy. I create like a sphere with a visualization before every reading. Okay. Or at least before I begin my readings. Sometimes I have multiple ones, but to do that day, so I just make one. Okay, so now I'm visualizing you, just surrounded in positive energy. Okay, well, this was the right reading to get because you definitely have some blocks going on in your aura. So I am, like I said, I am starting with my Shattuckite, and this does have to do with third eye and crown chakra, so your head up here. And I always just pick the ones that I'm guided to pull, the ones that I feel should be drawn for that reading. And so a lot of the crystals have to do with these higher chakras up here and also with clearing. But I do have one solar plexus energy stone. But right away, as I'm just surrounding you in the positive energy, the first thing was, as I came down the left side, so this side actually, okay, no, that's your right, actually, I'm sorry, the right side of you. So as I came down your right side, there was some type of energy there. This felt like a thought form to me. And so basically this is just an energy that's dwelling on something and just feeding you something. So this felt like a very fearful type of energy to me. Now then, as I was coming around towards the feet, though, there was this feeling of almost being scattered, attention not really focused at all, not really, almost not really having an apparent meaning to life. There was a sense like that also, like what do you do with your path? Feet tend to have to do with path. Now I have this energy coming up. Like I said, this feels like some kind of father energy. I do have another guide, not another guide. I do have a guide coming up as well. But this almost feels like this fatherly kind of energy. Like I said, I'm not really this type of medium. So it's more guidance that's coming through. He's not really talking about himself and his life to almost confirm who he is. If I were that type of medium, that's normally the kind of stuff that comes through. But what I am is a guide medium. It's guidance that's going to come through. But although he does give me a feeling of him with you, like you are he feels close to you, and it feels like he is around you, he's watching over you, he's around you a lot. And there's something having to do with the dragon that's been coming in as well. But this energy, it feels loving, but it feels very determined. And he's basically saying to be determined to feel peaceful and to get clear in your mind. Now, one thing I'm seeing is actually aromatherapy he's showing me. So this is like smells. Like there are different scents that are associated with different things. So you can look that up a little bit. There are some smells that it's like they relieve your body. They give your body a sense of peace or a sense of joy, encouragement. And this, yeah, they're showing me oils. This is through oils. Like you just take the oil and you smell the oil. And you just breathe this in, these scents in. And do whatever is going to relax yourself. But I just get this feeling in a determined way. Don't let this energy have the upper hand over you. And this feels like this is coming in from this almost father-like energy. He wants you to be determined. whoever this exactly is, whether this is a father or a grandfather. Like I said, this does feel more like an earthly type of energy to me. And he wants you to be determined. He wants you to from detach from your worldly view about how your mind works, about how the mind is supposed to operate, and just feel peaceful. Don't worry about your body. Don't worry about restrictions or limitations, and just focus on you and relaxing into yourself and becoming calm and still. And he's saying that that is your priority now. That is the priority now. And don't focus on other things. Don't be scattered. There's one priority now. He's saying that you are his main concern. You should be your main concern when it comes to developing a peaceful nature. And this is your opportunity to get the upper hand over fears that, like, this wasn't just triggered by one thing. You've always had these fears. So you've always had a level of fear. You've always had a level of panic and stress. It's just rearing its ugly head now. And this is an opportunity for you to show yourself who you are and the courage that you have obtained through a lifetime of having challenges and arising to the occasion and facing them, mastering them. So you need to be still and focus in on yourself and become determined, because it's your determination that is going to clear this energy. It's your pure power of will. But not will in a panicked way. So not a stressful will. Not like, oh, I'm going to do this now. It's not a stressful thing. It's a knowing. And a determination, you know it's a fact. You will come through this. You will pull out of this. This energy cycle. I'm getting the word cycle. It feels like a cycle. Events before have made you feel stressful. Again, you've always had this. This is something that you've always dealt with in the past, and you can remove it now. Now you can really remove it if you look at it in a determined way, like, I have this opportunity to clear the path ahead of myself. And when trials come, I look at them peacefully. So it's really about your perception. So change your perception of the events that are occurring and just look at them as a challenge to rise and meet and become the master over. So this is a fear to master, not even a fear. Also, just a concern is a word coming in. This is a concern to take care of, yes, but also to release the worry attached to it. And don't be attached to your earthly form. Detach from it now. Detach from your earthly body, from your earthly form, because that's the way that you're going to heal it, by having this strong sense of will and purpose. And what your purpose isn't a bunch of other things. Like he said, don't be scattered. Your purpose right now is to clear this energy around you, to clear this. So you're doing this reading to help you. Again, the aromatherapy is coming in to help you, because anything that's going to help you relax. Even if it's not aromatherapy, if it's Reiki, anything that can help you to relax, or even if it's just being calm and centered in yourself. And that's something that you should really do. This form of meditation where you are just attempting to focus in on yourself and hone your ability to be present with who you are and in your own energy. And the thing is, you aren't afraid. You have this energy around you that manipulates you, that sends you these fearful vibrations. So you have something around you that emits this fear and sends it to you. However, you are not afraid. And you aren't afraid of it. So you're not the one who's afraid here, and you will have the upper hand when you just choose to accept the fact that you are peaceful. You are peaceful. You are determined to be peaceful. So it's not so much like I said, or like he said, like you're determined to remove this thing in this stressful way. It is, you are determined to be at peace and to banish any thoughts that come to your mind, even if it is in this uncontrollable kind of way. You do have control over it. You do have the ability to control it. You do have the ability to master it and acquire an inner peace and an inner freedom from attachment that you've never had. So you have the ability to obtain that in this lifetime, and through this circumstance, through these events that you're experiencing. And he's praising you, he's encouraging you that you're very strong and you're determined. And he's always seen you as determined and willful. And you have the ability to impact what you want to impact. Okay, so that's the message for the reading. Now, there might be a little bit more that comes through as I do the clearing, but I'm going to start focusing on the clearing now. Now, like what was coming through, you are still going to have to attempt to clear yourself and make that a priority. But this can help. Okay, so. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and continue with the shadow kite for a moment. Now I'm going to focus on the feet, and what I'm focusing on here with the feet is to help you, like he was saying, to become less scattered. So more determined and more of a sense of purpose when it comes to removing this fear becoming still. And I will note here that I actually have 4 crystals. There were 4 that I pulled, and 4 is actually a number where things are coming together, things are becoming more harmonious, but also they are a solid foundation. Like when you build a house, it has 4 sides. It's a square or it's a rectangle. It has 4 sides. So 4 is a foundation number, and it gives you a solid, secure feeling, and it gives you a structure and also an instinct of what to do to cause your foundation to form, or even to be revealed to you. You know, you're not foundationless. You are secure. Like he was saying, you're not afraid. You are just giving in to these feelings being emitted around you. and then they are causing these circumstances because you're agreeing with them. Okay, so I'm starting with the clearing. And this other guy that I mentioned at the beginning is helping with this. She doesn't really want me to get into who she is, though. But she is sending you a lot of peace. This is not an earthly person, though. This isn't a deceased loved one. This is a guide. Okay, so your daughter who bought the reading for you, there's something coming in for her as well. So as I'm beginning the clearing, what I'm just feeling is I'm feeling your mom being just flooded in a lot of peace, a lot of peaceful energies to become calm and remove this toxic energy around her. And I'm actually, now I'm understanding part of the reason they gave such a direct code name, because they're popping it in my head. And so I'm saying this code name as I'm doing the clearing. Peace comes to you now. Peace comes to you now. And putting out that intent. But then they're showing me a picture of you standing behind her and you sending her energy as well. Through your hands, but also mentally by just saying this over and over and over. Peace comes to you now, or even I'm getting the word serenity. Serenity comes to you now. Serenity clears all fear. Any affirmations of peace coming to her, of peace clearing this delusion, this fear, this panic and insecurity and insomnia. Those are things that you can say over her and send her your energy. Send her that energy. And then also, again, this is for the daughter. So this is something coming in for you as well. But I am seeing also Archangel Michael. And that actually came in earlier too. That was something that came in right away as soon as I pulled up the picture and I was about to begin the video. That came in, but I wasn't really sure who that was for or what that was about yet. But this is something to do with cord clearing, is what he's showing me. That's what this has to do with. It has to do with cord clearing. And I'm also getting the feeling of strengthening bonds which are beneficial is another thing coming through. So, so normally with Archangel Michael, I just get cord clearing. If he's speaking about cord clearing, then it's just cord cutting. In this case, he's saying that he breaks apart what doesn't serve. He cuts what doesn't serve. But bonds that do serve, he pulls them together. He makes them lasting. Okay, and they're showing me the 4 again, the number 4. So this foundational, this sense of foundation, and I get a feeling that you give her that. You give your mother that. You help her have this grounding and this feeling of being secure and having a strong foundation. So you are a support for her in a major way. And this isn't just because you're her daughter. I mean, I'll get into that in the email, that little bit coming in. Okay, so I'm going to continue with the clearing, but you can help with this too. You know, you can send her this energy too of peace. Peace comes to her now, and serenity. I'm also seeing with the aromatherapy that as you're inhaling it, so this I'm talking to the mom again. So as you're inhaling the aromas, you can be saying to yourself, I'm inhaling serenity. I'm expelling insecurity, or I'm expelling insomnia, and these different things, but especially to focus on what you're inhaling. I get the feeling when you're exhaling, it's good to visualize. You can visualize it like a musty energy or a black energy, however you think of something like a fear releasing even red, or just think of like just something annoying, something toxic, an annoying feeling is coming out or being cleared. And you don't actually have to say that. You don't have to say this fear is clearing out, because I almost get the feeling of not acknowledging it. So you can say it here and there, but mostly what's coming in is to visualize it, but say the opposite. So while you're inhaling, you can be saying, I'm inhaling peace. I'm inhaling serenity. Peace is coming to me now. And just visualize like you're flooding yourself with it. And especially in your head. Your solar plexus too, this is a chakra that generates a lot of energy for people, and it actually helps to clear your energy. It's an energy center that can help actually clear other chakras, other energy centers, and help clear the auric field in general. The sacral chakra as well can help with that. But especially what's coming in is this solar plexus chakra. And like I said, I do have a stone for that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go to this stone now. This is my citrine. Okay, so now I'm focusing on your crown chakra and your third eye. Okay, so now what I'm focusing on is will and determination. And that's really what the solar plexus helps with. One of the things that it majorly helps with. So now the affirmation coming in is, I will myself to feel at peace. And even things like I do feel at peace. I am feeling peaceful. So now this is more affirming who you are. Now this is coming in, I will myself to feel at peace, but they're making a differentiation here, not I will feel at peace. So I will myself to feel at peace, meaning you are determined, you are willing this to happen. Whereas if you say, I will feel at peace, you're saying in the future, I will feel that. So they're making that differentiation there. But I know English is not your your native language anyway, so there probably won't be that differentiation there. But just so when you're translating it, it doesn't come out like I will have this, I will experience that. It's you're calling it up. You are willing yourself to feel at peace. So you can say, I do feel at peace. I am feeling peaceful. Because these are in the present moment. Whereas I will is the future. Well, okay, so our time is about up, and I'm going to go ahead and use my selenite wand now. And so that time, the affirmation I kept saying was, you will yourself to feel at peace. That was what was coming in. So now I'm just going to quickly, I'm going to cut any of these few cords that I'm shown with the selenite wand and with Archangel Michael. So this is actually one of your daughter's guides, the daughter that got the reading for you, Archangel Michael. So he's more associated with her actually, but he is around you, helping you with this, since she's your daughter. A lot of times different family member guides, they'll guide other members in the family also, just because of how close you guys are. So your guides are around each other a lot too, obviously, and interacting and kind of helping you as a group. This is just kind of a quick brush through, I get the feeling of. I don't really have time left, but also they don't even want this to be that intense, really. Because cord cutting can kind of stir up some stuff sometimes. So they want you to be focused on becoming more peaceful, but still the cord cutting can help to a degree, as long as you're not focusing on it as much as you're just focusing on peace and harmony and stillness. And achieving that completely, fully for yourself. So now I have, this is my last one. This is the crystal quartz. Okay, so now I'm just going up and down. With the selenite, I was going like around your body, around your aura. This is just going straight up and down this way. So this is more just quickly clearing the chakras to a degree. And I have your guide helping with this, who isn't revealing who she is or doesn't want me to. And then I have the daughter's Archangel Michael coming in. So they're helping with this also. Okay. So our time is up. Thank you so much. Peace comes to you now and your daughter as well for allowing me to do this reading for you and this clearing for you. And I really hope that this encourages you and helps you to remove this block that you're facing. Thank you very much. Namaste.